Welcome back, Pause Menu Society. I'm one of your hosts, Derrick Daniel Ocean. With me, as always, is awesome Amy. Sterl is off tonight, but we want to welcome back our dear friend, the missing link, the missing piece for months. Really, for real though, we're very happy. Jazzy Jasmine has returned to Pause Menu Society. She had a bit of an extended break, but she's doing much better. We're glad to have her back. Kolby will join us briefly as soon as he can. We're not going to keep you guys too long today because it's been a hectic week. We all got a lot going on. But you know what we like to do? We start this show off every week with our friends over at Six Brown Chicks, which I like to hear what people are getting into now.
Always.
All right. I've been stalking this man for months. He attends community college with me and he wears a wedding band, but I never see any evidence of a family. I asked him if he was married and he confirmed that he was. We exchanged numbers to work on an assignment that was due. Gradually, my text progressed from schoolwork to sex. He didn't respond. I told him I was curious and wanted to see what his tongue could do. He sent video clips of him licking on his chocolate, well-waxed wife.
No.
It gets better. I told him I wanted to see his stroke game. He sent video clips of him driving a big car into a garage, if you know what I mean. Kolby's here. In class, I asked him if his wife knew he was sending the vids. He said, she's holding the phone.
What?
Then he said, exactly how curious are you? I haven't been back to that class because I think I'm about to write a check that my ass can't cash. But I'm so serious, so curious. Do I proceed? I'm going to say yes.
Go for it.
I mean, she already in the
Here's my
doorway.
thing.
So, I mean, might as well go ahead and continue walking through the door.
Here's my thing. People are cheating on their spouses day in, day out. If his wife is really aware of this conversation, sounds like they into some swinger shit.
Yeah.
So why if it's out in the open and she's okay with it, it's better to do it this way than him to go behind her back and fuck the other girl. I'm not. Am I right?
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, I think like now she just found out she might have to lick some box, and maybe she's not okay with that. But shorty
That sounds
is
like a
out there.
conversation they need to have, though.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. You should, like she said, write and check her ass can't cash. This is a married man, and you made an advance at him. Now
knowing he's a married man too.
Thank you.
Right.
Now he asks you to eat a little box, and you like, I don't know if I can do all this. I get it, boundaries and all, but you got to pay the toll, baby girl. I think that she should do it. I think she should do it.
I feel like I do have friends that are in the alphabet community. And
who? Is it anybody I know?
Yeah, one person, yeah. My friend Ebony. I don't know if you remember her.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, if you seen her, that was like my 16th birthday or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's so I'll never forget.
She's my one friend who's really, really tall though.
I remember your 16th birthday. So funny. So Whitney comes up to me and gives me a hug, and I'm saying it's like, oh, that's why you left the girlfriend. I was like, are you fucking serious? No, it was us saying because she's the only one bold enough to say. I'm saying I don't know where you are. Love you. Dead ass. She said that. She definitely said that.
Crazy. But
how is Whitney?
She's doing good. You know, she got 4 kids.
Really?
Yeah. Well, she has 2 boys, and then she has 1 set of twins, 2 girls. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Whitney. And then what was this? Camera, her sister?
Yeah, Camera. I don't really know too much about Camera because her mom and her stepdad had got like a divorce or something like that. So I don't really know. But I did see them hanging out, like making like TikToks and stuff. So I'm guessing they still at least cool. But
all right. Shout out to them.
My friend Ebony, and then you know, living here in California, you're gonna meet a whole lot of crazy people.
This is true.
I have met people. Like one of my friends, she told me that a lot of straight girls will partake, but they won't do anything.
They won't return the favor.
Yeah, they won't return the favor. So, you know, they might be dibbling and dabbling. She'd be like, yeah, they'll kiss me, but they ain't gonna do nothing else. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. So
I would think that California would be the place where you would experiment. It's like like, oh, you ever been gay? Yeah, but I was in California, so it does. Like he was like, oh, it doesn't count.
This ain't Vegas.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't Vegas.
But no, like it's California is its own like entity. It's like you cross over and it's like
It
you
is.
know, yeah,
world.
You know you're not lying.
it's like fucking Florida. Florida's like its own thing. We just
It is.
ignore
Okay,
the fact
fair.
that it exists. Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
fair.
saying? So
You know, you go there,
Kolby-
you go, you see some pretty crazy shit.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
craziest
Kolby, you
stuff
got
I've
anything?
seen was in California or in Florida. You right, or Vegas. I see some crazy stuff in Vegas, but
Yeah. I remember. Oh my god, I
she
I
probably
really
shouldn't
don't.
have been talking to that man. See, that's what happens though when you
I feel
doing
like
it for the plot.
we had this conversation at the time. I feel like some of the people in somebody's wedding were, you know, I know we know that there were quite a few, but like
I don't know what we talk about.
What are you
Child's wedding.
saying?
It's
Where
not
are you
you
going with
talking in
this?
code, and I'm like,
You don't remember, like, yo, so 3 years ago, Jasmine's brother got married.
Okay.
And
that wedding.
it was, look, I'm gonna tell you this though. Diamond fell asleep. Like, we were all like,
We was
weekend,
toe
all right?
up.
It was a weekend. Diamond fell, so they had a caterer, and the caterer canceled, what, like 2 days before the wedding or something like that? Dead ass. So they had to get somebody else. So we had a Belgian waffle bar at the reception.
It was
Hell
fire.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It was fire.
It was. Them waffles were fire. Diamond
I was
fell
actually
asleep.
upset about
I have
I
the
ain't getting
picture.
no more bacon.
I have the picture. Diamond fell asleep in that chair with a bottle of champagne in her hand and a waffle on her lap. Like, look, man, when I say
Yeah, we was toe up.
we went crazy, I
We was
mean,
toe
like,
up. That wasn't even the
like-
first night that she got toe. She actually got toe up the night prior because you remember we had went to the bar
when we went to the bar, when we went to the
We went to
arcade
the
bar, that's
bar.
right.
and Diamond, you was like, "Where's your glasses?"
Yo, I forgot.
She didn't have her glasses on. She was just sitting in a booth, just
Bro,
slumped
we
over.
were done. Shout out to Kyra. I miss Kyra so much. That's my dog.
She's doing good, by the way. I be seeing her
That's
on Instagram with her and her wife.
That's
They be doing
good.
real good.
Her old girl she brought to the wedding, they got married?
No.
Or is it somebody else?
No. This is a different girl. I believe her wife's name is Erin.
The girl, so Kyra's date shows up, and if you know Kyra, like this is just something she would say and nobody would blink at it. So we're standing there like 20 minutes before the ceremony starts, and we're taking pictures and stuff because John is finally they wanted to get some pictures with him and your dad, like while we were getting dressed and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So then, like, the line of cars starts coming up. Now, mind you, we're at the mayor's house. This is where the wedding takes place. So
She
it was
said, okay,
beautiful.
right.
It was like
It
the
was
mayor's
like-
house.
So
Damn.
like where they stood and took their vows, like behind was this amazing backdrop. It's just like the essence of Oregon, right? All these beautiful trees, the sunset. Now as the sun is going down, it's like right in our fucking eyes because we're right there.
Right.
But other than that, yes. So oh my God. So Kyra's date gets there. And Kyra goes, "You look so good, I'm gonna eat your shit." I was like, what?
Now, see, honestly, the thing is, Derrick, side note, a lot of people don't know this probably, but I mean, I guess I'm about to out myself a little bit. I was definitely high.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was too.
I had
Look.
took some edibles
We had edibles.
because
We
I
had,
was like, it's
I'm
a lot
talking
going. That
about
whole weekend
cash.
was a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yo.
I said the only way I'm getting through
So wait a
this is being high because there's no other way I could be sober
Exactly.
doing this.
And you know I don't like, but I was like, well, we're here and we have to because I'm talking about, bro, the shit that happened. The onesies. That was
the
fucking
onesies
crazy.
that really sent me. What really
Shoot.
sent me.
Jasmine,
What sent me over?
Jasmine was so pissed. She was like, "This some fucking clown shit. I'm not doing this."
Look, here's the thing. First off, I was Winnie the Pooh, and the freaking onesie was like a 3X. Mind you, at the time, yeah, I was a little bit heavier, but I wasn't no 3. I wasn't
We
even a
didn't
1X.
know.
I was like a large, if that. But like that thing was like a 3X size onesie. I'm like, wasn't no pockets. Then I did realize there was pockets, but it was like past my kneecaps. Like it was crazy. And then what sent me was my dad yells out, "Winnie the Pooh, I love you." I really wanted to flip the bird so bad in that moment. Ooh, I was so mad. I was fuming up underneath that costume.
So it was just a weekend. All right. It was a weekend. And I remember waking up the next day and my dad texted me because did you say something when you went back to the hotel? So I don't know what was said. So I'm on the couch and Diamond comes out there. And I was like, "Are you good?" And she was like, "I don't know. I think so." Like she was like, we were cash.
I mean, she was definitely toe up.
We were cash. So I get a text from my dad. He was like, "Look, we're here for a wedding. We didn't come to start no trouble. We're going to do what we came to do. And then we're going home."
I know what happened.
I was like, "What the fuck are you talking?" Right. So that's
I know what happened because they was trying to figure out why I was so irritated. Cause I was just like, they was like everything was good. Like you guys look so good. I was like, I'm just happy to be back at the hotel. I'm ready to go home. Now that this is over, I said, I'm ready to go home, ready to pack it up and go home. And they was like, "Oh, well, what happened?" So then that's when I explained the whole situation about the whole step uncle freaking.
That did kind of rub me the wrong way.
Yeah,
I'm talking about so I'm talking about the day because this is the morning after we went to the bar after the rehearsal. So he texted me that morning because Diamond fucking
maybe it was or it could have been because there was a whole bunch of little situations that I was just like, so am I a part of the wedding party or no? Like I was so confused.
We go back to the house. I think Oba might have fallen out the bed.
Oh, yeah.
So E woke up and she was like, "I'm going to have a talk with Diamond." And I was like, "Well, what did she do?" And she's
she needs to apologize to Oba.
She sure in the fuck. That's exactly what she said.
I was like, Oba.
I was like, "He's a toddler. What the fuck happened? What are you talking about?" So apparently Diamond must have rolled over and Oba fell off the fucking bed. I don't know. Which I love, like, I was on it was in Moraine's page, and I saw them. I was like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen them since, like, I was feeding them and cleaning up after them." You know what I mean?
They're so big.
But, so this is what happened, right? So we're gonna give you guys it's not exactly a family secret. The thing is, we are family. We don't use step titles. We've never done that, ever. So what happened was, and this was the crazy part. So I'm at the house. Me and Diamond stay at John's house, Jasmine's brother. And so the bride's friends come to get her to take her, like they went to the spa and some shit like that. She also didn't leave any breast milk for the babies, but whatever. Oh no, which one of the babies didn't take breast milk? We had to give her something else and she didn't tell us.
Oba,
I can't remember.
Oba basically didn't really do breast milk. Xena was basically the main one that did do breast milk, but she didn't like formula, I think.
That's what it was. Okay. So didn't leave enough like that. Like I didn't know any of I'm just sitting there like, oh, sir, like John went to get his hair twisted and then she went with her friends. And I was like, so me and Diamond are babysitting basically. So
voluntold.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens is her friends come in and I'm just like, nice to meet you, blah, 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 blah. So they were like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm John's uncle." So they leave. And the friends, I guess, brought it to her. And she's like, "That's not his uncle. That's his step uncle." So she then comes back to the house hours later and then tells me that she told them that I was not his real uncle. So I'm just like, first of all, why? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just not what we do in this family. That's not us. Like, and never at any, like, I've never told, like, Sterl's my step cousin, Jasmine's my step niece. We've never said that, ever.
Yeah.
So that kind of was like, okay, this is a bit strange, but whatever.
I mean, did she know that?
I mean, she had to have. I guess John may have said something, but
she knew. Mainly she knew because obviously when introducing our grandparents to people,
that could have been what it was.
It does get a little confusing because like I bet, oh, this is my grandma Carla, this is my grandma Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll be like, oh, so this is your mom's mom and this is your dad's mom, or, vice versa. But, oh, no, this. And then, that's typically how that conversation even comes
starts.
about.
But
that's not something that, that's not something we just automatically just say.
I've literally been to Cardinal games with, Miss Pat. Love her to death. She will pull me to the side at any time, hey, can you, take care of this? This is my dad's ex-wife. But we've never just, we're just not that type of family. We're a unit. You fuck with one, you're going to fuck with all of us. So,
right, 'cause it was going a little wild at the wedding. I was like,
okay. So
you don't even know because you wasn't even at the hotel. I was at the hotel with all three of them.
So when I found, I was like, when they were like, your mom's crying, I was like, what the fuck is my mom crying about? That so then I was like, wait, what the fuck?
That's what started it all.
Okay, so then
because she said that.
No. So
when we got there,
yeah,
my parents were having their pictures taken, for their they were planning this big thing for their 25th anniversary or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my nephew is a photographer. So he was taking their pictures on the campus of University of Oregon. So Jasmine comes to get me from the airport. We go over there. And this is the first time I've seen my parents in years because they had moved to Florida, right before the pandemic shut down. So I hadn't seen them other than when they would come home for we had, unfortunately during the pandemic, I lost an aunt, due to COVID. And then a year later, another aunt was set on fire in her fucking apartment. So I had seen, other than, and then the wedding, of course, not that wedding, but the wedding where we were like, wait, what the fuck is going on? So this, apparently this is a theme in our family. We have these weddings and then there's total chaos. So I was just saying. So this is the first time I've seen my parents. This is 23. So this is the first time I've seen my parents in probably 2 years.
Okay.
So after they get done with that, we went to meet. Diamond was with Emma Rain. That's what it was. Diamond was with Emma Rain and the kids. So we went to meet them at a park. And my mom went to, I think she went to kiss one of the babies. And Emma Rain was like, no, don't do that. You have germs or something like that. That was essentially what she was saying.
Yeah, it was something about the whole nother babies and stuff like that. And, talking to your parents or your grandparents and something of the sort dealing with their grandkids, they typically, from what at least from what my family is like, they take that very personally.
Very much so.
You basically told them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how they take it.
So my mom,
and that's what made her cry because she was just like, it was just so mean. And then my granddad, he got upset because now his wife is crying.
And that's just not
that's one thing about he does not play.
Let me tell you something about Stephen Wendell Fischel. That is not the 1, the 2, nor the 3, 4, nor 5, neither. That is not I'm talking about if there's a nigga to not fuck with, he's that nigga. Seriously. So that was the beginning. So then we go to the rehearsal dinner. She yelled at Matt. I don't remember what it was about. She was like, well, Matt, if you don't like it, you don't have to fucking be here. And we're all just
outside. I remember that. And we all look, we all was like,
oh my God.
Dead ass. What's going on? I just got here.
So we're like, this is really, so we had the lineup in the order that we were walking in. So her sister is who I was walking with. She wasn't there yet because I think her flight got delayed or canceled or something like that. Her sister literally arrived 30 minutes, an hour before the wedding and had to change really quickly.
Yeah, she got there on wedding day.
She was cutting it very close. We'll get to that in a second. I love how we're talking about John's wedding 3 years later.
Yeah, we're 21 minutes in on this, man.
I know. It was a time. It was a time.
We're here looking at the clock whoa.
Right.
How did we get from 6 brown chicks to this point?
I know. We're talking about married folks. So
married folks.
Well, the wedding itself, that's how, because to compare it to that. So anyway, we're like, okay, this is some crazy shit. Somebody was like, I need a drink. And Kyra was like, fuck it, let's go to the bar. So we go to this arcade bar. So it's me, Diamond, Jasmine, Kyra, Clint.
And this is before the wedding?
My guy.
Yeah, this is the day before the wedding.
What's my guy? My guy. Reed. Reed was there. And I'm pretty sure Matt was there too. Or actually, no, Clint Yeah, everybody was there.
Clint was there because he was just like, at the end of the day, guys, he was like, tomorrow he's gonna be a married man. So
and there's nothing we can do. Yeah.
Right.
Clint was very much steadfast because at that point, Clint was the only one in their group of friends that was married. Because he had to raise his wife was
his wife
it
was
could have
about
been
ready to give
go
birth.
into labor at any moment. Because I remember we had a group chat, and I remember a few days after we all got home, he texted us that she had the baby. So then Kyra starts telling us all this shit, and we're like, wait, what the fuck? So
she
the
dropped a lot of
IVF
stuff.
comes up. Kyra dropped the bomb. I was like, wait, because I remember, because I asked John, I was like, does she have twins or anything in her family? And if I remember, he was like, no. So then when they pop up with triplets, we're like, wait, where the fuck are all these babies? Yo, you see what I'm saying? Your face says it all. So we were like, wait, what? Because what? So then Kyra starts spilling and talking about how her and old girl didn't exactly see eye to eye, and I'll never forget when she told us. So John told Kyra because they're best friends. They used to date though, but Kyra realized that she likes girls just as much as the rest of us.
I feel like Kyra made him a little bit of a better person after they break up. There was a conversation that John and I had, and I feel like what she said to him messed him up, but also made him realize maybe I should be a little bit more intentional about, dating and stuff like that.
We're going to have that conversation because I don't know what she said.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
The only two girls that three, Emma Rain is his wife, Kyra, and then Janelle. I remember Janelle being around. But so Kyra and Emma Rain didn't really see eye to eye. So then John's like, I love her. I want to marry her. So Kyra's like, all right, you're my best friend. I love you. So I'm going to do what I need to do to get along with this girl. So Kyra hit her up and was like, hey, you and I should probably talk. So from my understanding, or at least what I remember that night, because I wasn't drunk yet. I don't think I was drunk yet. So apparently she said to her, okay, well, I'm going to bring my friends for support. Yes. So then Kyra was like, okay, I'll bring my friends too. And homegirl was like, no, the fuck you're not. Yes.
I wasn't part of this conversation because I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No, you're going to pull up with your friends. I'm going to pull up with mine. That's not how this is going to work.
Nigga, squad the fuck up. Are you crazy? You really don't remember Kyra saying that? You were this was before we went to
kid free that weekend, so I definitely was drinking at that point. I was definitely drinking for sure.
Okay. Remember they had air hockey. They had air hockey and shit in the back. We were still up at the front. So we hadn't even gone to the back yet when she told us this, because that's when she told us about the IVF and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know. I just don't remember that part.
Hit Kyra up and ask her about it. I'm sure she'll tell you. As a matter of fact, if you do though, tell her I said hi and I miss her and love her.
I'll tell her you said
hi. She just kind of conceded he's my best friend, so if this is what he wants, I'm going to support him. So then the liquor starts flowing. We're all three sheets to the fucking wind. Out of town, because none of us are from fucking Oregon. They are. So what happened was, the way they explained it to me was, they were all friends and they were all in Kansas together. And then they basically were like, this sucks, let's go somewhere else. So the way they told me they did it, I was like, how the fuck did all you guys get here? They told me, I think Clint still in Kansas?
Clint was the only one that didn't move to Oregon.
Okay.
Because I believe he was in culinary school or something, because he's a chef.
Yeah.
I do remember back when because all of us actually went to high school together. Right. That is how everybody knew each other. Kyra's brother, can't remember his name, but Kyra's brother was actually friends with John, and that is how he knew
him and Kyra.
And that's how they ended up becoming, friends and things like that. But yeah, everybody was already friends from high school. They lived
together. That's right.
They lived over in Lawrence because they all went to KU. They lived in Lawrence together, and somehow they just ended up.
Okay, so you didn't get the story. So I asked them, this is what they told me. They were like, we're all bored. Kansas sucks. We've been here our whole lives. Let's get the fuck out of here. They had a map of the U.S. and they threw darts and they were like, wherever the dart lands, that's where we're going. And it landed on fucking Oregon. That's the story I got. That's how now. Again, there was alcohol. There was alcohol involved. So, but I'm telling you, that's the story I remember them telling me. So, they all moved to Oregon together. Some of them were still in that house because I stayed at that house the night of the wedding.
Yeah.
And then I asked John how he met her, and he told me I think he met her on some kind of, I don't know if it was a dating app.
It was online.
Yeah, he met her online.
Literally,
it was literally right like at the heart of the pandemic. So they got close because they were spending so much time together.
When did they get married?
They got married August of 23. It'll be 3 years next month.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I was ready for you to be like, as soon as pandemic was over, they got married. I was ready for that.
No.
I mean, all I know is one thing that I can respect for sure was what she said to him when they first went on their first date. She said, if you don't have plans to be getting married and having kids, we can enjoy today. But after this, there will be no other conversation. I can't even be mad at her for that because
I can't. Look, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one thing about Emma Rain. She is extremely intentional. And
yeah,
it kind of gives like my way or the highway vibes. But like she said, she kind of lets you know from jump, this is what the fuck it is.
Okay.
Now, the first time I met her when she came to Sheridan Nelson's wedding, she didn't really say much. So I didn't really get to know her till the weekend of their wedding.
They were nervous.
Well,
she was nervous, I should say.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just like, you're not the only. I'm just like, yo, you're not the only white girl here. Or maybe she was. Was she? She might have been. I don't fucking. Yeah. No. Who the fuck was Jackie? No, because Jackie had a. You know what? I can't keep up with that nigga.
I don't think she was there.
She might not have been. And I told Jackie, I'm like,
I don't remember seeing her.
I told that nigga, any woman that dates you, you need to give them an instruction manual when they meet you because you're a different breed of nigga. Like, you're different. But anyway, shout out to that nigga Jackie. I love you, bro. So the next day we get there to help set up for the ceremony. And well, even so, Matt was pissed off at the rehearsal because he didn't know that he was going to be walking down the aisle with a guy. So that's where this goes back to yes, we like none of.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It sounds like everyone's pissed off at this wedding. Like nobody's happy. Everyone's just drinking.
That's how we got through the pain.
I mean, that's how we got through it.
Like, I'm pissed off. I'm just gonna drink, and then let's just hope it just all goes well.
People were definitely crossfaded for sure, or just drunk, or just high.
They had bubbles. Like, they wanted everybody to blow bubbles when they walked back down the aisle. So we had to put bubbles on each chair. They were rainbow colored. And I was like, well, this is interesting. Like, I'm an ally and I support. I was like, is this a gay wedding? Like, I don't know what's going on. We did, Jasmine. Jasmine, what did I say?
No, Nick, you didn't know nothing. I knew already.
I was like,
because I went to I was with them for the bachelorette party. So I found out I definitely
she knew.
I got a lot of information. When I tell
you, we're putting this shit down, and I looked at Diamond and Jasmine. I was like, is this a gay wedding? I don't know what's going on. Then the one kid, the kid Buster who had the long hair, I forgot who he walked. Who walked with Buster?
Well, because
he had like dangly earrings.
Buster was supposed to pull the kids in the wagon,
that's right.
But they fell asleep, so he just carried the rings.
Okay. That's right.
Because the kids were supposed to have the rings, but they were asleep.
So then what was his name? Ethan or some shit like that? Her best friend?
Yes, Ethan.
He found his suit for the wedding in the garbage. And he took it to I'm not playing. See, you thought we was just going to tell you some regular, the bride was on some bitch shit. This was the craziest weekend of our lives. And I've been in some shit. I am telling you. This shit. He was like, yeah, I found this in a dumpster.
He didn't have a suit. He just found it in a dumpster. And he's like, this is my suit. This is it.
My right hand.
But you want to know what was real crazy, though, about Ethan? Mind you, I met Ethan first for the bachelorette party weekend because it was a whole weekend. I met Ethan
then he showed up with a stallion. I was like,
and he showed up with a woman. I was I was
No. He didn't show up with a woman. He showed up with a stallion.
That was a woman, though, regardless. That is still a woman. Yes. I didn't think that he was into women. I thought he was on the same team as me. That's all I'm saying. And I don't hold no judgment, but I was like, man, I was off. I was completely off. And even Diamond was saying the same thing. She was like, I didn't know that he had a
Diamond got on the dance floor and threw it back on his ass.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, Diamond was also drunk at that point. But she was like,
drunk
but when we seen the girlfriend, we was shocked because we was like, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I said, I didn't know either.
Talking about, we were just.
I said, well, I was off.
If there's two fucking people in this world, there's a handful of fucking people that I can look at them and we're thinking the same thing. Sterl is one, and Diamond and Jasmine are the other two. When we all looked, I looked, I was like, yo, we all just like, I'm like, I know you see, I see it. We were just flummoxed, like, is this all really happening? Like, am I sleeping? Are we in some other fucking dimension? It was like being in the fucking Marvel universe and the multiverse of madness or some shit. It was incredible. So the wedding, the sister showed up with like an hour to spare. So this is where Jasmine cut into these niggas. So I get told this afterwards. So the sister shows up and like, who am I walking with? And Jasmine's like, you're walking with my uncle. One of the bitches was like, his step uncle. Jasmine was like, you're walking with my uncle, and I'm not saying it again.
Okay.
It was trying to correct me. I was like, that's not.
Fuck that. Remember when she walked out with her titties out?
That is weird to correct you. Like, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
She just like took her wedding gown down, titty out, walking around the reception breastfeeding. I'm not playing.
Okay. You know what? Like, there's a lot. Was she white?
Yes.
There's a thing. I only know white women who do that. I have never met a black woman.
Barefoot too.
I've never met like a Hispanic woman. No woman of color I have ever met that will do that.
She was barefoot as a motherfucker.
I'm a little weirded out.
Like, girl, this is your fucking wedding. What are you doing?
I breastfed. I breastfed my son.
Put a little blanket over it. Like, I breastfed too.
Like, definitely, like, you would, if I did not have a room to go sit in and I had to be out and about, like, definitely for sure covered. Like,
Let me tell you something. There's an episode of Seinfeld where they had a conversation similar to this. If she wasn't my nephew's wife and she committed a crime and they had to use her titties like in the lineup, I could pick her out within an hour. They'd have her ass that quick. They'd have got her ass off the streets within an hour. I promise. I'm not joking. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is your wedding. You're barefoot with your tits out. What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, and here's the thing though, if you want to do that, if you want to breastfeed in public, do it. Like, I have no problem with that. But for me personally, I'm gonna cover up, you know.
So then, Kolby, you got a lot of air in the background. So we take the pictures and all that, and then, boy. So then she's like, "I got a surprise for you guys." Now at this point, Jasmine is on 10. I'm like, what is up? And she was like, it's some clown shit going on. And I was like, what are you talking about?
I was so fed up at that point.
Fed the fuck up. Like, we're trying to enjoy, because it's very seldom where we're all together at one time in the same place. The last time was probably Net's wedding, right?
Yeah, at least that I was at, for sure. Either Net was literally or Dominique, or
no, Dominique's wedding was before Net's wedding. Dominique got married.
Maybe that was Lil Sharon. Was that Lil Sharon?
Yeah, but remember, Net wasn't there and Diamond wasn't there because when Word got back, yeah. But I'm talking about, so the only person who wasn't at this wedding was Stephanie for obvious reasons. So we're just like, I haven't seen my parents in 2 years. Like, you know, this is the first time we're all together enjoying our time, having fun together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Jasmine, what is wrong?
She was like, it's some clowns. My dad asked me what was wrong. He pulled me to the side and had a conversation with me. And he was like, well, it's just only a couple more hours. Like, my dad is always trying to, like, I'm up here on 10. He was trying to bring me back down. I'm just like, I'm not here for it.
Until Word got back to him about other shit. And he was like, oh, the fuck no. So anyway... so she's like, I got a surprise for you guys. Come to the back. So we're like, all right, go back. So we go back there. And she comes out with the fucking onesies.
Yes, onesies laid on the bed. I'm like, what's going on? They said these are your guys' gifts for being grooms and bridesmaids.
That shit is still in Oregon. That shit is in Oregon.
You left it.
That shit is in Oregon. You fucking right.
And you was like, you were like, at least you're not Eeyore. I'm like, at least yours fits.
Yo, dead ass, you did say that. So wait a minute. So I was like, why are we doing this? And she's like, to get the party going. I was like, that's what the fucking DJ is for. So like we had to parade around the fucking house to the dance floor. And Disney, like dead ass, like Reed switched with me. I forgot what I ended up being. Like somebody was Mickey Mouse. You were fucking Winnie the Pooh. I can't remember. I was just like, and Clint is the fucking tallest out of all of us. So I was like, where the fuck did you even find one in his size? Like this
the Winnie the Pooh probably would have fit him.
This shit was crazy. I'm just like, bro, there's no way I can let these pictures get back to the hood. Because niggas are going to clown me to no end. I told Sterl, I was like, look, nigga, I don't even want to tell you this party. He was like, well, nigga, what happened? I was like, nigga, we had to wear Disney onesies. Sterl was like, nigga, are you serious? I was like, yeah, bro. He was like, hey, nigga, you might have. Sterl was like, nigga, if it wasn't for Lil Jon, you will be losing stripes for this shit right the fuck now. It was just, so at this point, we're just like, it's an open bar. Give me all the alcohol you can give me. That's beautiful Sauvignon Blanc. I was just like, yeah, another glass. Diamond went and got a whole bottle of champagne. We in there fucking them waffles up. Had to. Bring me that bottle of rosé over here. Yeah,
she was raiding that lady's refrigerator. That's all I gotta say.
Sure in the fuck was. It was a time. So then while we're setting up, she was telling Ethan that they were all going to do double names or something like that. Like he was supposed to take her name. Like, yeah,
they were all gonna hyphen their name.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
And look, even like he was going to even hyphenate and take her last name as well. So if I know one thing about my brother-in-law, I was just like, this is not gonna go over well.
He is a very masculine, straight man.
My brother-in-law is a man's man. Like he was a fucking Marine.
He's very like straight and narrow. Like this is how it's supposed to go. This is what it need to be.
I was like, look, I'll tell you one fucking thing. When John hear this shit, it's gonna be some smoke in the motherfucking city. They gonna have to send the fire department up here.
All I heard my dad say to my brother was, "Are you the woman or is she the woman?" And I left the conversation at that point.
I fucking knew it. I wasn't there, but I was just like, yo, that's a conversation I don't want to be a fucking part of.
If you take her last name, you are no longer in a dare. I said, well, yeah, that's my cue to get up out of here. So
look, I remember one time, John is just like, he's a dad now, a dad of 3, right? Okay. But just very spontaneous. Like John would just do anything at the drop of a hat, right? I remember this was years ago. Like, this would have been right when Tonio first got out, remember? So I'll never forget, I was at work and I was scrolling on Facebook. This is how long ago, because I had a fucking Facebook account. And John had put on like a wig and some makeup and posted the picture on Facebook. And everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? So Sterl texted me like, did you see what Lil Jon posted? I was like, I did. 15 minutes into people commenting. Big John got on that motherfucker. I don't know why you think shit like this is funny. He started going off in the fucking comments. That post was gone in like 20 minutes. He is not. So when this conversation, because I remember, I was like, Diamond, you hear this shit? She was like, John's gonna take her name. I was like, that's what niggas telling me. So
all I know is my brother is a very, what's the word? Eclectic type of person.
He is very much so. He's
an eclectic type of person.
He's a one of a kind. John is like one of the
right. He's his own person. He definitely walks to the beat of his own drum for the most part.
He does, but he is like the sweetest human being you probably will ever meet. Just like amazing. Like I remember like when I got to the house, he's like, come outside, I want to show you something. He's got this massive, amazing fucking garden back there that he's growing and cultivating, stuff like that. He truly is a one of a kind. Their mix, I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work, because we all like, so then the conversation is like, you think she's trying to get like in the family trust and shit like this? Like, I'm just like, should we be worried about the money? Like, these were conversations we're having. It was like, yo, pass me that bottle of champagne because I need more alcohol. Like, look, I'm telling you, I don't indulge. Me, Diamond, my other brother-in-law, Brian. I think it was just us three. I don't know where you were at this time.
No,
We were on the other side.
I know you don't, because there's been
I
a couple
think
of
I was
times where
with
we went
Kyra
out
because I know
and I was
Kyra-
drinking, but you weren't having nothing. You were like, nah.
Look, Bud Light in one hand, bottle of champagne. Give me that edible. Pass that blood. Because we needed to self-medicate to deal with. I was just like, when I came home, everybody's like, how was the wedding? And I was like, there's no way that happened. I was like, I swear to fucking God, I will call my nieces right now.
Everybody was asking me the same question too. They said, I came back. They was like, oh, so how was your brother's wedding? I said, I don't even want to talk about it.
Nobody would believe it. I was like, they're like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, this all happened. I was like, look, I'm a creative nigga, but I'm not that creative to make up all this shit. All of this happened. This was and then so she yelled at me at the end of the night because remember I was staying at the house with them. So after the fucking onesie fiasco, and this is where she's got her titty out breastfeeding, by the way.
She's yelling at you while she's breastfeeding her baby.
Titty out, whole baby on the motherfucker.
Okay.
So John was like, we need to figure out how you're getting to the airport. She was like, he's a grown fucking man. He can figure it out on his own, and walked off. Dead ass.
Yeah,
and Reed was
I remember that part.
Yeah, Reed was like, I'll take you. Yeah, Reed was like, I got you, bro. And John was like, no, you're not going with him. He's really fucked up. Like, and I was just like, yo, somebody take Reed's keys. But they had another friend from Kansas who flew in for the wedding. I forgot what her nickname was. And she took me to the house to get my stuff and then took me to, Reed and Matt, their house or whatever. And they had the one friend. So they had friends at the house. Homegirl, she was cute as she could be. I cannot remember her name. She was super cool though. She had a tent in the backyard, a really big tent. And she had like a bed and a TV and a dresser out there. She was like, I glamped. I was like, no, she had a tent on the ground.
Oh, okay. But I know they have a tiny tree house. That thing is actually really, really cool. They had built one in the back.
Yeah, but no, she was like, I glamp. I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, I can't. I live in a tent. I'm like, you fucking lied. Like, girl, get the fuck out. Nigga, she had electricity out in that motherfucker. She had a 50-inch fucking flat screen out there. I was like, damn, living good out here.
She had a generator and everything, or did she just take it from the house?
She was running power from the house. Stop. And I'm just like, Kyra went upstairs.
The house that they were living in was actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. It was cool as shit.
It was like an Oregon version of Friends. That's the best way to describe that.
That's the best way to describe it. Dead ass serious. We're fucked up. Kyra goes upstairs. I oversleep through my first alarm. Barely woke up in time because my flight was like 5 a.m. 6 a.m. I jumped up, kicked the dog by mistake. I was like, oh my God, I'm so fucking sorry. Then I was like, Kyra. And she was like, what? I'm like, I have to go to the airport. She was like, oh shit. And she came running down the stairs, damn near fell and busted her ass, took me to the airport. And then I had a 10-hour layover in Dallas. Shout out to Sterling CT. But yeah, man, it was, this was easily one of the craziest weekends of my life. But all in all, because I got to spend it with my family, nothing can top that. That is like one of the funnest trips I've ever been on for sure. It was fucking crazy though.
Damn. Yeah. I hope my wedding is better than that.
I gotta find that picture
at least she grew on me though. She don't get under my skin like she used to.
Good.
She is.
I said I don't know. I don't know how this will work out.
So this is the interesting part. I remember, I was at work Monday morning, or maybe it was about Monday afternoon. John called me, and because I guess did you and your mom tell him what happened?
About what?
About Bridezilla.
Oh, my mom. Yeah, my mom did know. Because after the wedding, she was like talking to me, and I was just telling her what had happened and everything like that. And so she was just like, "Well, you should probably tell your brother." And stuff like that. And I was just like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, he's already married. So
married, right.
I'm like, my thoughts don't matter, really. Like, it's not that,
And I'm glad. So this jogs my memory. When we were at the bar, the night before the wedding. We're all like, everybody sharing these stories. I was like, God damn. And at this point, the comment is already made, like, well, it's not really his uncle. I was like, okay, this is fucking crazy, but whatever. We all made a pact that no matter what, we were here for John and the babies, and we were going to support him no matter what. So then that conversation happened. And because I asked John, he told me, he was like, my mom came to me and said that, Emma Rain upset a lot of people. So he called me. He was like, are you busy? I was like, no, what's up?
Bless you.
Thank you. So he was like, can you talk to me about this weekend? I was like, okay, well, what do you want to know? And then that's when he told me. So the only thing I didn't go into detail. The only thing he was like, well, what happened? I was like, look, you've been in my life since you were 7, 8 years old, whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. Because me and you were 10 years apart. So probably you were like 4.
I was, well,
about
yeah,
4, because I was like 14.
Like
Tonio would have been
5, yeah.
So Tonio was what, 2, 3 maybe? And that would make John at that point 8, 7, 8, something like that. How many years are you two apart?
We're just 2 years.
Okay, so then you were 4 or 5, so he's like, yeah, so 6, 7. So 6, 7, fuck.
Don't
I know. Fucking crazy. So I was like, you're my nephew. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, she doesn't understand that. And he was like, what are you saying? And I was like, look, she said it to me directly and then said it to other people. He's like, well, what did she say? I was like, she told her friends that I was just your step uncle. And I was like, as long as we've been in each other's lives, we've never said that. And he's like, no, we never have. And he was like, okay, I'm going to fix this. So then at this point, I didn't get off till 7 at night. So I was driving home and he called me back and he was like, somebody has something to say to you. And he put Emma Rain's ass on the phone and made her apologize.
Damn.
Yeah, he made her apologize. He made her apologize because whatever conversation him and my mom had, I have no idea, but he definitely talked to her and he had her go around basically apologizing to everybody that she
You gonna fix this shit now. Yeah, okay. He wasted no time. It was about 3 or 4 when he called me, and then when I got off, that's when the second call came. So but they're coming up on their 3rd wedding anniversary. We love them, they know that.
Right.
It was I just like
rocky start.
It was just, I was just like, am I high or is all of this really happening? And then I was like, no, it's not me. This is happening because I was sober a lot and this shit was still going on. It was crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. Then I was having issues with my right eye at the time. I remember having to go to fucking CVS and get like ointment and shit for my eye. And I'm just like, then also, so they were in John's Jeep. Or no, whose Jeep was that? The Grand Cherokee they were driving.
Yeah, that was John's. Jeep, yeah. She
had a Subaru and refused to clean her car out. I'm talking about
she's a teacher and it was the end of the school year. She hadn't cleaned.
It was August. August.
I don't got nothing to do with
the start of the school year.
You see what I'm saying?
It was the end of the school year, and it was all of the stuff from her classroom. But I don't know if she did like summer school as well, because some teachers do summer school. So I mean, I don't know. I just know that was what was in her car. It was stuff from her classroom.
I'm talking about me and Diamond and this motherfucker like this. I was like, you fucking kid. I'm not tall. I'm 5'7". We in this motherfucker like this. Diamond was like, I ain't never seen no shit like this.
Oh my God,
but I enjoyed the time I had with my family. We had a ball. We definitely had a ball. Shout out Clint, Reed, Matt, Kyra, absolutely love you.
Moral of the story, family's family.
Family is family.
Right.
So I know that we've kind of gotten off track, but whatever. No big deal. We had another 6 brown chicks, so this one's interesting. My husband and I met in high school. He had a girlfriend. She looked okay, but she was poor. I had the car and the money. I took him and we got married right after we graduated. That was your first mistake. My parents helped us open a food truck business together. Today we have a fleet of 3 trucks in the area. We are doing well. I told him I wanted a baby. He said having a baby would disrupt our business model and financial goals for the next few years. I was hurt, but I understood. A month later, I took my niece and nephews to a pop-up amusement park, and they tore away from me and ran to my husband, who was there with that poor girl, his ex from high school. It gets better. And their 2 children. He tried to run from me. Yes, he tried to run from me. She confronted me, quote, "You're married on paper, but we're his family." I was so shocked I couldn't move. 2 kids, a preteen and a toddler, both with different versions of his face. If I divorce him, he'll take half the money and go straight to her. I want to stay and punish him daily. What do I do? Y'all got any help for this sister?
You put yourself into the situation. You knew he had a girlfriend when you got with him.
Right.
Like, honey, you did this to yourself. I don't know. Divorce his ass.
She should have got a prenup. That she wouldn't worry about the money. That's what she should have did. A lot of people, they be sleeping on them prenups. And I know a lot of people, prenups get the stigmatism of it's just about the money, but that's not it. A prenup, you can put whatever in a prenup.
It's safety. It's safety and security at the end of the day. You don't know what's going to happen.
People change.
You don't know what's going to happen. People change, times change, seasons change. Fuck that. Fuck that. Somebody definitely asked. They were like, "Is there a prenup?" When we were there at the when we were there.
Damn,
somebody did say that.
I cannot remember who asked. They were like,
I don't remember who said it, but I definitely remember the prenup conversation coming up. But I said, "Let's too late now."
Yeah. My God, what a fucking wedding, man. Anyway, them poor bitches be having it. I'm just gonna like, there's a reason. There's a reason that brother stuck around. I'm just saying.
And had how many kids was it? 2? 3?
He couldn't back out a fucking garage if he tried. You know that motherfucker was snapping. That's why the nigga stuck. Let me tell you something. He didn't stick around for nothing. She didn't have money, but that snapper, that motherfucker was A1.
He said that
clearly.
Snapper.
I done been in some of the grimiest apartments. Like, bitch, you live here? The fuck? But I still, Look, I ain't above it. All right, I ain't above it. Fucking, you kidding me? Yeah.
If she's that worried about it, she could just be like giving money to the side to, like, let's say like her sibling or her parents or something as gifts, and then when she's ready to like divorce him, she's got her own little savings.
She could do that. I think
I like that
there's an
idea.
echo, Kolby.
That's what I would
Kolby, you
do
are
for
so
sure.
loud.
Yeah, it's definitely echoing, bro. I think embarrassment is the big thing here. I think she's embarrassed, and I believe it in my heart of hearts, she was just like, she's cute, but I have money. You will have a future with me. She's always going to be poor. She'll be cute, but she'll always be poor. But that's not the case. That girl could have pulled herself up and became whatever what the fuck.
Right.
Clearly, he sees something in her to still be messing with her and have them kids. But the sad part is, if this is all true, the poor girl has no self-esteem because the man got married. I get it. Y'all were each other's first love. But once he said, "I do," first of all, you walk out on me, bitch, you're cut the fuck off. I am like, you want to talk about niggas being Geminis? I am Kendrick and Tupac. You cross me, I don't give a fuck about you anymore. I got motherfuckers that supposed to be like best friends, like that were co-workers, walk right past their ass to this day. Damn, you don't see motherfuckers see who right past you. No, dead ass. I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. Yeah. So he's fucked regardless. It depends on what state they're in, what he'll get. But if his name's on any of the business, well, then there's a thing. If his name is on the house, that's another thing.
Yeah.
He better not. If him and the wife get divorced, he better not marry the poor girl, because if she divorces him and she has nothing, that's her come up, and she's got kids by this nigga. It's a wrap. Here's the thing. I want to ask this.
But when it comes to like houses, like stuff like that, like, sometimes they have to like go through more things and stuff like if it comes to like a house, you could buy somebody out of the house. Like,
that's true. That is
and just
true.
give them, the part of the money, and now it's yours and stuff like that. So like assets and stuff like that, there's a way of getting around assets, or
There is.
they could just liquidate. She could just talk them into liquidating assets before even any divorce happens. So then there is nothing to fight over and things like that. And then serve them with divorce papers after. We ain't got shit to fight over.
Let me tell you this. I want to talk to him nigga to nigga, because I know this a nigga that did this shit. My nigga, put your ears real close to them AirPods or the speaker, or turn it up in the car wherever you're listening. If this is you and you identify as this gentleman, what the fuck were you doing out in public? Like, I get it, this your family, but nigga, you got a wife. This is straight out of Tyler. This is some Tyler Perry shit. What were you doing? What the fuck were you doing?
Whatever the fuck he wants.
This nigga, man, brother. I hope they both team up and whoop your ass, because you making a lot of niggas look bad out here, bro. No, dead ass. This is fucking terrible. This is some rookie shit. You should know better.
Some rookie shit.
That's how I know that thing got him like this by a grip.
In a
She put that thing. She put that thing on him. He done put them babies in her while married to a whole other woman. Nigga, do you live in Utah? Because that shit doesn't happen in other states. Like, I'm going to run a seminar for lost niggas like you. But anyway, we're going to move right along.
Crazy.
because, I don't want to be that guy, but I'll be that guy if I have to be the guy. Speaking of motherfuckers and kids. So I put this in the group chat the other day. Did y'all take a look at this?
Which one?
I don't know which one.
So there's people in court. What the fuck are y'all doing here? Shorty had baby hair edges, but had a bald fade on the side and them crazy ass braids. I'm like, why did you step out the fucking house looking like that? That's number one. So the synopsis is she had a baby by this man. So I'm like, okay, so this is a paternity court hearing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The plot gets deeper. So the judge is asking, like, well, you had sex with this woman. You didn't think to use a condom. What these niggas said, don't be a fool, wrap your tool. And she was like, okay. He was like, so she's like, well, how the fuck, did the baby come out? Because, we all know how biology works and anatomy and reproduction and all this, that, and the third. So homie did use a condom, did what he did, put the condom in the trash. Homegirl then took the condom out, bingo, and got pregnant. I've actually heard of situations. Now, the judge ruled in his favor because he did use a condom and she went behind him and took the condom. I have heard of situations where, because of the DNA, even though it was the same situation, because it's DNA and you're technically responsible biologically for this child, that they made the guy pay child support. But I also heard of another situation where this occurred back in like 21. This is the craziest shit you ever heard. Aubrey Drake Graham, one of the biggest stars in the world, So Drake took some chick back to a hotel because there's a situation. Yes, you remember this. Mm-hmm. So there was a situation where so there was this is how we found out about the Drake story. This guy was staying in a hotel and he left like an ATM receipt out and it had his bank information. And like when they went to clean the room, they could see how much money he had in his account because his dumb ass left his bank receipt out. He also had a girl in there the night before. They fucked. He threw the condom in the trash. The housekeeper of the fucking hotel took the condom and turkey basted herself and had a baby by the dude. And the judge was like, yeah, I get it. She was wrong, but biologically, you're responsible for this child, and awarded the lady child support.
Man, I'd be giving them my rights so goddamn quick. I'd be like, can't do it.
Yeah, so this is how we get to the Drake portion. So they were like, well, this happened to Drake. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, no, he fathered Adonis. He slept with that woman. They're like, no, we're not talking about Adonis. I'm like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? So there is a situation. The nigga Drake is sneaky smart. If this is 100% true, he's sneaky smart. So same situation. Drake throws the condom. Before he throws the condom away, this nigga poured hot sauce in the fucking condom. The dumbass girl still inserted this shit in herself. Her whole joint was burning. Whole motherfucking box on fire. And she was like, what did you do? He was like, I put hot sauce in the condom. Why did you insert the fucking condom in yourself?
Right? What are you doing?
Yeah, so we've got to change rules. This can't be happening.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you should go to jail or prison for doing something like that.
Thank you.
Like, you can't force somebody to be a parent when they they went through the right avenues to prevent that from even happening in the first
Yep.
place. Like, I feel like there should definitely be some consequences against that because that's not right.
Yeah.
And the judges that are like saying, "Oh, well, you need to pay, for child support." We didn't agree on none of that. That was not an agreement. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. She went behind my back and did X, Y, and Z.
Right.
That's equivalent to roofing somebody in taking their sperm.
Thank you. This is if you father a child knowingly or even not knowingly, but if you father the child and you didn't use a condom or the condom broke or whatever the fuck happened, then yeah, child support. If this situation happens, we're not doing this. Like, there's got to be some safety and security for men out here and women as well. Like, this can't keep happening. This just cannot keep fucking happening. I'm happy this judge did the right thing.
Yeah.
He was in the wrong though. If y'all remember the video, because Sterl was like, he shouldn't have. What did Sterl say? Because I don't want to misquote him. Oh my fucking God. Hold on. I got it. Let's see. Sterl said he had no business fucking that gargoyle anyway.
Yes.
So the funny thing is, right after this story, we see another story pop up, and this one directly involves Drake. So Malaya, who is probably like one of the most famous strippers of the last 20 years, like Drake gave her a shout out in the song Miss Me off his first album, and then like her stock went through the roof. So I did not know that she was friends with Drake's baby mama. So she spilled the beans. She was like, she was looking for somebody to trap. She was trying to get pregnant.
Damn.
So then the reel starts showing all these pictures of her with like basketball players, football players, other rappers. She was looking for somebody to get pregnant by. And Drake just happened to be the fucking one. And the funny thing is, so the text messages, I'm pretty sure they're still available. Let's see. Yep. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not it. So she put the text messages out after, okay. He said, I want you to have an abortion. She said, I can't kill my baby simply to indulge you. Sorry. Drake said, indulge me. Fuck you. Him respond. I'm like, everybody's like, that can't be real. I was like, are you fucking crazy? That's how Drake talks to people.
Right.
So he basically knew he was like, even when he was dissing A$AP Rocky, he was like, so what, you fuck my baby moms? I was fucking Rihanna at the time, essentially, is what he was saying. Yeah, but you stood up at the VMAs and told the whole world you'd have been in love with Rihanna since before anybody knew who you were. And he ended up with her and had 3 kids with her. So, and you just keep paying for strippers' rent and shit like that. So who looks better in this situation? You paying for a bunch of strippers and random club thoughts, or him being with a billionaire who hasn't put out an album in 10 years because she doesn't have to? I'm just saying.
Man, because I still
kind of looks like
album all the time.
Yeah, Anti is 10 years old this year. Right, it looks like Rocky won.
Like it just came out sometimes.
That album is fucking fire. Anti is one of the best albums I've ever heard. The Quiet is Kept, because Lemonade came out that year too. I was like, y'all are bugging. The Balloon album is the better album. I'm sorry. Like, I love Beyonce to death, but like, Anti is better than Lemonade. That's my opinion. I don't want the Beehive attacking me or nothing like that. I'm just saying, Anti is musically like, I think everything behind Lemonade is the fact that we found out why Solange was kicking the shit out of Jay in that fucking elevator.
Yeah.
Like have you ever heard the 50 narrating that shit, acting like Solange?
No,
yeah,
but I just knew it was probably hilarious.
Fuck it. He was like, Jay, don't you ever put your fucking hands on me. 50 is fucking nuts. That shit. I remember I said to the Sterl, he was like, this nigga does not make any sense, bro. I have to find that video and share. He's like, nigga, I'm from Houston. Jay, don't you ever put your fucking hands on me. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, Lemonade's a good album. I think Self-Titled is better. I think Renaissance is better. I think Cowboy Carter is better. I think Sasha Fierce. Like, Lemonade is my least favorite Beyonce album. I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, and people are just like, you're a contrarian. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like,
I felt the same way when it came out. I love Beyonce, but I don't think it's her best album.
I think that it's, again, we find out all this stuff about how she found out he was fucking around. She took Blue and left. He begged her to come to Paris and this, that, and the third. And,
right.
And, and when you ask Jay, he was like, they were like, well, why did this come out? And he was like, because I messed up, so rightfully she gets to tell her side of the story. And then he told his side of the story in 444. And he didn't make any excuse of why he cheated on Beyonce. He was like, I was selfish. I was an idiot. You know, how the fuck could you have Beyonce and fuck up?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I get it. I think that it's powerful. I saw like a YouTube deep dive on it like a month or two ago. And it is powerful that she had all those, you know, pretty, like all those black women, Serena Williams and Zendaya and Winnie Harlow and all these different women of color and stuff like that. It was very, very powerful. And the fact that they were standing on a plantation and stuff like that, where we're only a few generations removed from our ancestors being sharecroppers or slaves a generation before.
Right.
So I understand the power of it. Musically, though, it just doesn't do it for me. There's not a single song on that album that I go back to. Not Don't Hurt Yourself, not Formation is probably, it's like, and I don't even play Formation. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
it just, that is the one Beyonce album that just did not connect with me. I understand. I totally understand. It is artistic. It is artistic, but nothing there for me, man. I think that Anti is the better album. I really feel that way. Now, do I want Rihanna to come back and make music? Not so much. Not so much. After seeing her at the Jay-Z show, it's like, they said her mic was messed up. Her in-ear monitors must have been bad too, because Robin, keep up with the lingerie and all that shit. Because I don't know. I love Rihanna. I love that, but I think, like she said though, I will give her credit. She was like, "Forgive me, y'all. I'm rusty. I ain't did this shit in a while, and I can't think of the last time we heard Rihanna perform." So,
That's fair.
but shout out to Ree. Shout out to Ree. Shout out to B as well. Lastly, this is very interesting. So there is a iOS 27 is coming probably within the next 2 months, right? You know, Apple likes to update in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's going to be a restricted mode. They're putting low jacks on iPhones. Apple could soon lock finance iPhones and restrict access to apps if the owner falls behind on payments.
Damn.
This is we truly are in a fucking recession, and we need a reset. If a motherfucker's gonna lock you out of like,
said, I need my money now.
That like, nah, nigga, you ain't posting shit on Instagram. Matter of fact, you're not taking a picture. This reminds me of, so my car has heated seats. Y'all's do?
No. What?
Y'all niggas ain't got heated seats?
My car is from my car's from 2017, I think, but it's like
so
the
you
cheapest
should have heated
you
seats.
can
My
get.
car is a 2013, and I have heated seats in my car.
I've got like the cheapest
Okay,
car.
you got the you just said I just get the base model.
You don't have crank windows, do you?
No, I got the push button. I got that. But if it's cold outside, I'm cold too.
Do you have automatic start?
Turn the heater on and the car is just going.
Yeah, I got that.
No,
I
gotta put the key in and turn it.
You don't have automatic start? You have a brand new car, essentially.
No.
That's crazy. Okay, so fuck.
I don't have automated start on mine.
What?
Yeah, on my Honda, I don't have automated start.
Why? This feels like poverty, and I know I'm not the richest nigga
but that was like
excuse me.
That's something that you had to pay extra for. That's something you had to pay extra for back in 2013, though.
Okay, so here's what I was getting to with this. So BMW released a car like a year ago. It has heated seats, but you have to pay a subscription fee to actually use them. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of car companies are doing that now.
Yes. So this is what this fucking reminds me of. Imagine going to take a picture of your kid and Apple's like, "No, nigga, you owe us money. Ain't no fucking camera." So I'm thinking that they're only going to let you use the actual phone and maybe text.
Find my digital camera again. I'm gonna go get my little digital camera that I use from MySpace. I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna start using that again.
You gonna be in the mirror like this?
No, for real. With the piece. With the little piece at.
My God. So Apple appears to be preparing a new way to manage finance iPhones, with code discovered in the iOS 27 beta suggesting devices could be locked down if customers fall behind on payments. The findings come shortly after a report claimed Apple is preparing to launch a new Apple upgrade leasing program in the U.S., which would let customers lease iPhones, Macs, iPads, and Apple Watches through monthly payments backed by Klarna. Real quick, y'all gotta release yourself from the struggle of Klarna. They are now you can now get an Xbox through Klarna, and on the Microsoft store on your Xbox, you can do Klarna to buy games. If y'all think them niggas, Microsoft, if you think that the niggas are going to pay for those games later, you got another motherfucking thing coming. The only now different because it is digital content, just like if you don't pay for Apple Music or Spotify, sorry, buddy. You know what I mean? So it would essentially be the same thing, but we're in a terrible. We need Lord.
Gonna mess around and get that nothing phone.
Send the rapture. Send the rapture. Niggas gonna end up with them Crickets phones again.
Right? People gonna give up Apple.
I ain't fuck with corner since Shoulder tried to buy that Xbox off me.
Yeah, buddy. While Apple has not officially announced the feature code in the latest iOS 27 beta outlines how the system could work if introduced. According to code found by 9to5Mac, finance devices could enter a restricted mode if a financing agreement is no longer in good standing, limiting access to most apps until the issue is resolved. The framework referred to in the code as app managed features would allow an authorized financing provider's app to enroll an iPhone and regularly check the status of its financing agreement. If that agreement falls out of good standing, Apple's system services could place the device into restricted mode. Rather than locking the phone completely, the feature would leave only a limited number of apps accessible. The allow list in iOS 27 beta currently includes accessibility, reader app, app store, health, magnifier, phone, clock settings, wallet, passwords, and the restricted interface itself. I knew it. So any like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that shit, nah. You're not talking nothing over on these ticks, buddy. Apps capable of sending critical alerts, including messages, home, and certain meditation or safety apps may also remain available, though the financing provider appears to have some control over these exceptions. Damn, nigga, I can't check my blood pressure? These niggas strict. This is crazy. What the fuck? The code also suggests App Store subscriptions would continue billing. Fuck no.
So you can't pay off your phone and you're still paying for all these other
billing, even if access to the associated app is blocked, as the restriction does not appear to cancel or suspend existing subscriptions. So I can't pay y'all for the phone, but y'all still want y'all $10.99 for Apple Music and such. This is crazy. Financing providers appear to control when restriction begins. The code does not indicate that a specific number of missed payments automatically triggers restricted mode. Instead, the financing provider's app appears responsible for deciding when a finance device should be restricted based on its own policies. Apple has also added references to a new activation lock called Partner Finance Lock. According to the code, this will prevent users from erasing, restoring, or reselling or stripping a restricted device for its parts while it remains tied to an outstanding financing agreement. Although the feature is integrated into FindMine, the code indicates financing partners would not receive access to a device's location. The integration is instead intended to ensure the finance lock remains active even after a device is erased or restored. The references were found only in the iOS 27 beta, were not present in the iOS 26.6 release candidate. As a result, it's unclear whether Apple will add the necessary code to a future iOS 26.6 release or launch the rumored Apple upgrade program at a later date. The implementation is also still in beta, meaning Apple could change or remove the functionality before iOS 27 is officially released. Let me tell you something.
I buy my phones outright. I don't do, I just can't do it. I have to buy it outright because I like knowing that I own this phone.
Right.
And now I'm really happy I do that.
There's only a couple times I've done the payment method thing, but that was just because they would have like a deal. They'd be like, oh, like if you sign up and do the monthly payment, I would do the monthly payment for 1 month and then pay it off the next month. Because it's like, I'm not going to sit here and have another bill I got to worry about.
Right.
Unfortunately, this is the world that we now live in. Apple would be crazy to do this because Sony announced, 3 weeks ago that starting in January 2028, they would no longer manufacture discs for PlayStation games. There's this public outcry like, fuck Sony, how could they do this? Okay, well, the writing was on the wall years ago. All right. The minute they stopped putting CD players in cars, the minute everybody started consuming their music digitally on their phone, the minute Best Buy took Blu-rays and 4K Blu-rays out of the store, the minute Rockstar Games told us last month that you can go into the store and buy a copy of Grand Theft Auto 6, but there won't be a disc in the case. It'll be a digital download code. I didn't see anybody bitching and moaning about that.
Right.
This is the world we live in. We've been preparing for an all-digital future. The minute everybody traded in cable for Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, etc., y'all all signed this agreement. So I understand people still wanting physical media. I do a show about physical media on my Patreon, by the way, patreon.com/Derrick Experience in the episode details. That's not the point. I still buy vinyl records. I still buy CDs. I just bought 2 cassette tapes and I don't have a cassette deck. But I enjoy physical media, and I understand that at any point they can take this shit away from us. When you buy video games now, you are not owning the game. You own a license to play the game. They can pull that game off the digital store at any time if they want to. This is the problem. Everybody said streaming was better. This is so much better than cable. No, it's not. Because when you add up all the streaming services you need to watch what the fuck you want to watch, you're paying a cable bill.
Yeah.
We're right back to square fucking one. So the outrage at Sony, I'm sorry, is ridiculous because we found out after all this bullshit, only 7 games for the PlayStation 5 have sold more than 100,000 physical copies. So everybody's been buying digital the whole fucking time anyway. So all this bullshit and this posturing everybody's doing online is ridiculous. This is a different subset of situation. This is like when so they have these lots now where it's like basically it's not rental like Enterprise or Hertz or anything like that. You can't finance a car. You don't have the money for a down payment. All right, you go to Drive Time or something like that and you get a car and you have to pay them every 2 weeks. They give you your license plates and they also set up your insurance and shit. All that right there. Sounds like a decent deal. Not exactly. If you are late on your payment, you walk outside to go to work in the morning, that payment and they ain't got their money, you try to start that car. No, the car's still there.
You try to start it and it won't start?
They can turn it off.
It won't start. They can turn it off from the fucking dealership.
They have had that for a while, actually. The whole
like at least 10 or 15 years or something like that.
The turn off thing for the car, and they don't even have to be anywhere near your car.
I'm gonna go get me a 90s car. I'm
this
sick of
is
this
essentially
shit.
This is what Apple's doing. If they do this, Tim Cook would be absolutely insane to get on the stage at the fall Apple keynote and be like, "Hey, we're going to start restrict." That's like their stock would plummet.
Mm-hmm.
They can ill afford to allow this to go through. If they want to look at people being pissed off and see what one little thing can change, look at what Sony's going through right now. Sony had to release a mandate to their employees that they're not allowed to respond to people on social media bashing them about getting rid of physical media. There will be severe consequences. It's like, fuck Sony, You see somebody tweet that. If you're an employee of any Sony studio or PlayStation, if you respond to them, there will be severe consequences. This is how bad it's gotten. But again, this is what everybody signed up for when we started listening to music on our phone. When they started like, this fucking MacBook doesn't have an Ethernet cable. It has USB-C.
When they took the ability to put a disc inside of a laptop, that's what.
Remember when Apple took the fucking headphones out the box? It's like,
I went absolutely.
You'd have to buy AirPods, or get other Bluetooth headphones.
Well,
that wasn't enough.
Then they started doing the adapter, but it's like, but the worst part about it is like if you don't have a wireless charging pad to like put your phone on. It's one or the other. You can use the cord or you got to charge your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Remember when they took the fucking charging block out of the it was like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
That right there.
Like, what are we fucking doing here?
But they want to keep upping the price on the phone. That's the crazy part about it. They keep upping the price, but they keep
taking away.
They're taking more stuff out. It don't make any sense. Like you taking less, you taking more stuff, and you make you pay more for less.
So here's what I want to tell people. I don't know why y'all believe this is only Sony, because Nintendo's been doing this since the Switch 2 came out last year. Only first-party Nintendo games actually exist on the cartridge that you buy for your Switch 2. If it is a third-party game, which means a developer made a game developed by anybody outside of Nintendo, Square Enix, 2K, Take-Two, etc., etc., the game is not on the cartridge. It's just a fucking download code for the game. It's the same fucking thing. If y'all don't think that Microsoft is not doing this, Microsoft was the first company to introduce digital-only consoles. They did that last generation. The same fucking thing is going to happen. Well, I'll just get a PC. Dumbass PC games are already digital only. This is going to happen to everybody. But again, the minute you got in a car for the first time and didn't see a CD player within the last 20 years, you should have known this shit was coming. The problem is, especially with this Grand Theft Auto situation, imagine living in rural America where the internet is not great and you can only play the game digitally. So it affects people like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you're not upset? I couldn't tell you the last time I went into a store and actually bought a PlayStation 5 physical game. I could not fucking tell you. I bought all my games digitally. Same for my fucking Xbox. The only games I'm going in the store to buy are actually Switch games for my Switch and my Switch 2 because I like having those physical collections. That's it. Everything I buy on PC is fucking digital. This is egregious though. Like, it's not gonna affect me because I'm not financing a fucking phone. Y'all gotta release yourself from this Afterpay and Klarna fucking grip that it has on y'all because you niggas are putting on fucking outfits for the club. Y'all putting on Klarna and shit like that. Like, bro, you can't keep doing this because you've made it easy for them. Like, I remember walking in the Rent-A-Center and so like,
I mean,
nigga,
it's
are those
equivalent
Jordan
to
5s?
layaway.
It's Rent-A-Center.
It's
like
it is Rent-A-Center.
I walked in the Rent-A-Center. I was like, nigga, are those Jordan 5s? And they were like, yeah. Which one of you bum niggas is in here renting Jordans? This is crazy. When you do that shit, people like, oh, I got a PS5 from Rent-A-Center. Nigga, a PlayStation 5. Let's just take away the tariffs and the rise of memory costs. Let's go back to the launch. A digital PlayStation 5 was $400. The version with the disk drive is $500. If you went to Rent-A-Center and got that shit, by the time you got done paying, you would pay what you're paying for a console right now with the increase in price.
Yeah.
$900 for a PlayStation 5 is absolutely fucking egregious. To all the people that said I was stupid for buying a PlayStation 5 Pro day one when it was $700, who's stupid now? Just saying, who's stupid now? But
it's like $1,000 now, isn't it? Or no,
it's not. It's not. The Pro is like $900 now, and then when you add in the tax, it's basically $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Who's stupid now? I can't imagine waking up wanting to check Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or Snapchat and Apple being like, nah, look, dog, you owe us some money. Putting a low jack on an iPhone is fucking crazy. But I'm telling you right now, the first person to do it is never popular. Muhammad Ali will tell you that. He fought back against the Vietnam War, and they stripped him of his title. They stripped his passport, all that stuff. 20 years later, Muhammad Ali's a hero. He's an icon. He wasn't popular when he did the shit. If people think this stops with Apple, they're out of their fucking mind.
It doesn't.
Samsung, it's Google, Samsung, whoever the fuck, they're going to follow suit. I bet you any fucking money.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't stop here. It does not stop here. It just doesn't. Now, as far as we do, we got to stop here. Great show. Welcome back, Jasmine. Absolute pleasure. We're so happy to have you back. We got the last 3 episodes of Raising Kanan coming up. Should be interesting. You guys stay tuned for our Raising Kanan recaps. Comic-Con is, by the time you guys hear this, Comic-Con will be taking place. Still trying to get us somebody on the inside so we can find out what's going on in Hall H. Did y'all watch the Avengers Doomsday trailer?
I did.
Did I? I don't think I did.
I definitely
Let me tell you
did.
Something. Who watches Snowfall or watched Snowfall?
I watched a little bit of Snowfall.
Okay, well, you wouldn't get the reference, but a nigga stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. Doom looked at that nigga Thor like, be fucking for real, okay? Can't wait till December. I love Christmas anyway. I'm a big holiday person, but I really can't fucking wait now. This is going to be something. Absolutely. I cannot wait till the holiday season. There's gonna be lights and shit back here. I promise y'all this. Yeah, Doomsday trailer looks really fucking good. Thor looked at them niggas like, who the fuck are y'all? I know this is not what the universe gave me to try to fight Doctor Doom because the Thunderbolts, but the X-Men do show up. So like, this is gonna be very, very interesting. But anyway, that's gonna do it for us. Gonna go ahead and end this like we end everything else. Great show, you guys. All of our socials will be in the episode details. Feel free to jump on over to patreon.com/Derrick Experience for exclusive audio and video content. Ames is doing, are you still playing? What are you playing right now?
I just finished Directive 8020. I'm playing Stray, and then I'm about to start another one. I haven't figured out what I'm doing next.
Stray was actually pretty good. Like,
Stray
I'm not
is my
a cat
Cozy
person,
Wednesdays game. Well, that's
Cozy
my Cozy
Wednesday.
game.
Okay, you guys make sure to subscribe to that Twitch and YouTube, please. Jasmine, what you got going on? Anything you want to share? Anything you want to promote?
No, not right now. I've been trying to get back to my to healthy. That's what I've been focused on.
And I'm glad you focused, and we're very happy to have you back. Kolby is still streaming on Twitch a few nights a week. His Twitch link will be in the episode details as well. Sterl sending prayers. Tough time, but niggas a champion, so y'all rock out. Sending all of our love. I got nothing else. Anybody?
Nope.
Nothing? All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. As always, I'm Derrick Daniel Ocean. That's awesome. Amy, Killer Kolby, and Jazzy Jasmine has returned. We will see y'all It, nigga ain't said nothing the whole time.
No, I was
We will
talking. I was
see ya.
talking about the corner shit.
Did
I said something about the
I
corner
didn't hear
shit.
shit you said.
He
He
said
said
a little
maybe
bit.
like 5 words.
Yeah, I said I stopped fucking with that cause damn old girl tried to sneak and get an Xbox off me.
Oh, for real? Wait a minute. Oh, I remember you telling me that story. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Fair. All right. We will see y'all in a couple of days for Raising Canaan, man. That's gonna do it for us. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.